Hi, my name is Tony, and today I'm going to show you how to make a plum crisp from plantbasedonabudget.com. As you can see over there, I have a lot of plums from my neighbor's tree, and I love making this crisp. We're going to start with 15 ripe plums. These are a mixture of some that are store-bought and then some from my neighbor's tree. They have delicious Santa Rosa plums. If you've ever had them, you know how good and juicy and sweet they are. So in here, there's going to be a mix of what seem to be more burgundy plums and then the ones that have the orange flesh from my neighbor's tree. Here is a better visualization of a plum. And what I've already done is wash the plums that I'm using and then cut around the pit and then put them into bite-sized chunks. It doesn't really matter the size as long as they're pretty uniform, and that would be good if you were to take a bite on it. If you saw the peach crisp I posted a while back, this is a little bit different. It has different spices, and a big difference is the amount of sugar and the type of sugar that I'm using. I'm using brown sugar in this, and it's 1/4 cup instead of the 3 tablespoons I put in the last peach crisp. And you can lessen it if you don't want a very sweetened dessert, or if you have a variety of plums that's really, really sweet. Sometimes if they're riper, they're sweeter, and the less ripened ones are more tart. Now, just mix everything up as best you can. You want all the peaches to be covered in the sugar. This looks really beautiful. It doesn't have to be perfect. If there are some clumps of sugar in there, that is still fine. As long as it's mostly evenly distributed, that's great. Now I'm gonna set this one aside. And in a separate small bowl, we're going to make our topping for the crisp. Add in 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of quick oats. If you only have old-fashioned oats, that's okay too. About 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm just eyeballing mine, but if you prefer to measure it, it's 1/2 teaspoon. About 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. You can skip this if you don't have it on hand already, but it adds a nice touch. A sprinkle of cinnamon. If you're measuring, you can do about 1/4 teaspoon. Then add in a little bit of vanilla extract. I put in about a teaspoon, and then 1/2 cup of completely melted butter. I'm using Earth Balance vegan butter, which is easily accessible. Now mix all of this together and a nice topping will form. Make sure you're scraping all the way to the bottom. Okay, and I'm gonna set it aside. And don't forget, if you want the written measurements, I do have the printable recipe link down below in the caption. Now I'm gonna put the plum mixture in an 8x8 pan and evenly spread it out. And then take your topping mixture and start spooning it throughout the top of the plums. And then we're gonna try to smooth it out in a moment. I'm a big lover of stone fruits. I just love this season, and between my neighbor's yard and our yard, I think we have somewhere between maybe close to 30 fruit trees. I know that's a lot, but here where I'm from in Sacramento, it's really easy to grow fruit trees, and a fruit tree is about $35, maybe $40, and then within a few years, you have an abundance of fruits. So we have a lot of peaches, nectarines, and plums. It's really nice and has been a great investment for us. If you want, before putting it into the preheated oven, you can sprinkle on a little bit of brown sugar, which I just did. Then we're gonna put it in an oven that's been preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're gonna bake it for 40 minutes. So I'll be back when it's all finished. My plum crisp is now out of the oven. I let it cool for a couple hours so it's easy for me to touch. And I want to serve it up because it looks so fabulous. And I also promised my neighbors who gave me these plums that I would share this crisp with them. So I am eager to do that. I hope they love it. I am going to serve some up. I really wish I had some vegan vanilla ice cream, but I unfortunately do not. Oh man, it looks so beautiful. See that right there. Very good. You can very distinctly taste the plums. I like that it still holds its own flavor, and it is very tasty. I'm including the link down below so that you can print out the recipe and make it yourself. You'll have to let me know if you decide to make it. It's perfect while plums are in season. I hope you give it a try. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.